In my past years, I'm always a good student. Keep on learning. You don't have to be the best, but you have to know who is better than you are and work with him. And always be a good teacher. A good teacher is share the knowledge and expect the other people better than you are. So these are the two qualities that I learned and to be a CEO. So go back to this campus is always what I want. I remember 1994, the day when I decided to leave college, go to do a business. My president said, why you want to go do something that called internet? There's no internet in China at that time. And why you want to? Because I said, President, I've been elected as the best teachers for university for 3 years. Everything I told my students are the things I learned from books. So if I go and build up something and then go back, I can be a better teacher. This is my original thinking. I never thought I would be rich. I asked my wife when I started my business, I said, do you want your husband to be a rich person or to be a person that be respected? She said, you will never be rich. She's right. Because nobody thought, my parents never thought I would be rich. Because I don't have a gene of being rich. So even to today, because it's true, my schoolmates, my classmates, my teachers, my parents, nobody thought I would be rich. This guy been failed for so many times. How can you be rich? I never thought I would be rich. Even to today, people say, Jack, you are one of the richest people in China, in the world. I think this is not my money. To me, it's just to think I'm living a dream. When you have a 1 million, that's your money. When you have a 20 million, that's the problem. You have to think about the valuation. Where should I put the money? Invest in real estate or buy stocks or invest in VC. Most of them were gone. When you have more than $1 billion, that's the money belongs to the society. And people in the society trust that you can spend the money better than government. So they give you the money and do better. So I thought I have the responsibility to spend the money better, more efficient. This is what I did. So my wife said, be a person that can be respected, not be a person that be rich. And this is all I want to do. And I'm sharing a lot of ideas with young people. How can you be successful? And how not to fail. And the third, how can you be respected? I'm not a bad person respect. A lot of people in China don't like me because they say I destroy their business. I never destroy anybody's business. Normally people destroy themselves. If you want to be successful, you should have a high EQ. You know, IQ, EQ, and there's another called LQ, the Q of love. If you want to be successful, you must have a high EQ because a person with a high EQ knows how to work with people, how to understand people, how to support people. And if you do not want to fail, normally a lot of people get rich quickly and lose money quickly because they don't have IQ. IQ is intellectual knowledge. You learn. When you have a good knowledge, you know where the knowledge, you will always pursue knowledge to protect your business, protect your people. And when you have high IQ, but the world is very fair. Most people have high EQ, normally have a low IQ. They don't want to learn because they're smart. They're street smart. They don't want to be academic. Right? But a lot of people very academic, high IQ, but they have a terrible EQ. We have seen a lot of in the university, any university in the world, right? The top one students normally have high IQ but terrible EQ. But they never feel they got disappointed. But even if you have a high EQ and IQ, you made a lot of money, you made a fortune, or you be successful, you become a government person or whatever. But you may not be respected because you don't have a high LQ. The LQ is care for others. Love the others. Respect the future. Respect the young people. So these are 3 Qs that I think we need to have. So when you're a student, spend more time taking care of the other people. Join the activities that helping people and spend time on learning. I think this is very, very critical. And I would say that people like me, I'm from nobody. My father was pretty poor. My father and mother, the pay when I was young, their pay put together is $6 a month. No more than, the best time is $8. They have to feed 4 people. My grandfather, no job, me, my brother, and my sister. It was tough. And even if I failed so many times, one thing I want to tell you is that failure does never stop me and train me. A lot of people failure and then they complain, oh my God, nobody helped me. I don't have this. Why those people don't help me? Why cannot borrow money from the banks? Why I'm not born in a Bill Gates family? People have a lot of stupid complaints. I have these stupid complaints. All the complaints today young people have, I have them. I had them. I complain Bill Gates, I complain Microsoft, Oracle, all these companies taking all of our jobs because we don't have chance. And later I found complaint does not work. I learned from mistake why people should help you. Who are you? Why people should help you? Nobody help you. That is very common. People help you. That is uncommon. Those people give you the help. Think about, this is the trust. This is how you did well in your EQ. Because you care for people. Because you have something good and people start to help you. I was rejected for so many times, as I said this morning. Over 30 jobs applied for, rejected. I applied for a KFC. 24 people, classmates went there together. 23 accepted. I was rejected. 5 people went for police, for a job in police. 4 people accepted. I was failed. And my cousin and I waited for a 2 hours long queue to be the waiter of the 4-star hotel in my city. In a very, very hot day. My cousin's score was much lower than mine. He was accepted. And I was rejected. So, is it fun? No, not fun at all. It's very painful. But I get used to it. Everybody, remember, you have to get used to failure. If you cannot get used to failure, just like a boxing, if you cannot get used to being hit, how can you win? So I get used to that. And today, I'm surely experienced with a lot of entrepreneurs. I've got a Wuhan University training entrepreneurs. The thing we teach the entrepreneurs are different from Harvard MBA. The MBA teach everybody successful stories. When you read too many successful stories, people got it crazy. I can be successful. When you share a lot of failure stories, you learn. So when I start Alibaba, I give failure stories, cases to every of my colleagues. Let them read it. Let them we discuss. No matter how smart you are in your business, in your way, you will make the same mistake again and again. The way we share the failure story, not want you to avoid mistakes, is teach you how to face the mistakes when you're in trouble.